We are live, everybody. I decided to start the stream out on a good light. We got some interesting stuff to talk about. It's not going to be a super long stream because we have Mario Kart, and as the being the boomer that I am, I have not figured out how to stream my Nintendo stuff to my computer. Sure, you could tell me how to do it in the chat, but would I remember and would I understand anything you're saying? Probably not. But we're here. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in to another stream, another AfroCast. We're here. We've eaten chicken. Actually, I had mac and cheese for dinner. I've been out all day, running around, doing stuff. Came home to a very warm house. Had to cool my house down. Unlike people in, you know, the good old UK where it's never hot and everything's always cool, here in America, it gets warm and we have to use a little invention called air conditioners. Air conditioning to keep our houses cool when it gets too warm. We're over there, the British people, they go, it's a bit muggy, isn't it? And then it gets cooled off. Plus, I mean, to be honest, like, how hot is 60 degrees anyways? They're like, oh, it's 60 out, governor. And I'm like, 60? It's like 85 where I'm at. That's a lot warmer. You know what I'm saying? What is 60 degrees Celsius? Hold on. Did I do that right? What is 60 degrees Celsius? Oh, never mind. Not 60. It's never been 60 degrees Celsius anywhere in England. What are they complaining about? What is it? Hold on. Oh, like 30. They're like, oh, it's 30. It's like 35 degrees outside. Ridiculous. What are we doing? What are we doing? Fahrenheit's better. We're going to say hello to everyone. Dingus says ahoy. Dingus came in first. Ahoy. Ahoy, Dingus. Welcome in. Emily Kruger came in a cool second place with Happy Monday. Happy Monday, Emily. Glad to see you in chat. Zehaina says, I was just pondering the start time of Meek's live stream. Jeremy is too gay. Well, I'm surprised that, you know what, though? That's true. I've said many times before, Jeremy's gayer than I am. He thinks that's an insult to me, but what it is it's actually insulting him. We're insulting him about how, gay he is. So every time he calls me gay, I call him gay. So, you know, it's kind of a thing. Anyways, Sissy over on Kick says, Epic Meek. What's going on, Sissy? Good to see you in chat. Casey Cheeto. Hey, Epic Mike. Hail, good sir. Hello, Casey Cheeto. Welcome in. Jose Taco says, I'm late. And if you mean late, you mean the fifth one in chat, well, then I guess that's late. But I'm glad you're here, Jose. I feel like you made it just on time. Rough Knight says, Mod has appeared from the void. Reality is but an illusion, and the chat is our playground. Tread carefully, for the shadows whisper secrets. Keep it chill and have a great time. Thank you, Rough Knight. Appreciate you. Good to see you here, man. Turd Ferguson says hello. Hello, Turd Ferguson. It's funny. Turd Ferguson. It's a funny name. That's a really good name, though, actually. Sissy says, give me that bucket. Yeah, I figured I'd start you guys out with a little bit of bucket action. Rough Knight says, I'm warm. How's everyone else doing tonight? It is also warm here. I am warm. Quite warm. Can Man Mod Extraordinaire says, give me that bucket. Disparu says, KFC is the gravy gospel. And Miss Rough Knight with buckets and chicken in the chat. I'm always appreciative of the buckets and chicken in the chat. So, what's up, Swag Cuddy? Welcome in. It seems there is a confluence of blue wrenches here this fine evening. Yeah, that's because there's a lot of, I hand out mod wrenches like it's going on a style. Cobra Prime says, hey there, brother. What's going on, Cobra Prime? That way I'm never without mods, you know? Just finished season 1 of 24. Really enjoyed it. I have never watched 24, so that's kind of interesting. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh Snake says, boo, I only caught the ass end of the dope ass KFC song. I mean, maybe there's a way to get it to play again. I guess we'll have to see. Come on, you boomer. I know. Rumor has it you might just host G&G Daily next week. If that's a rumor, nobody's fucking told me about this. I know that's no, I'm just kidding. I know that there was mention that that might need to be a thing that happens. So yeah, that is definitely a possibility. I guess we'll have to see. So tap a thumbs up for your boy. Hit it. Smack the like button. What's up, King Deplorables? Welcome in. Point and laugh. Yeah, Americans are always like, oh, it's so hot here. They're never in the heat, so they lie. Well, it's because it's hot outside. We don't want to go outside. We actually have to live in the heat. That sounds miserable and sad. Wait, you guys have air conditioning? Are you talking about me or people in the UK? Because in the UK, they don't have air conditioning. Vagar, Call of Duty camping against Melise reminded me of Warwolf owning Beard on Black Ops. Also, dragon fights are sick. That is very true, Stone Cold's beer cooler. Give me a hell yeah. Beardos or Disparu says try to be English but not Dick Van Dyke challenge. Difficulty impossible. Hello, governor. I'm Dave from Birmingham. Hello, everyone. It's me. It's Dave. 32 degrees Celsius. Like, that's some wild shit. I'd melt long before 32. 32 degrees Celsius. That's 89 degrees. It's not even that, like... What is it outside today? Let me see what it is. Oh, it's only 74 right now. It got up to 81 today. What's 81? God, I have a fucking conversion thing over here because you guys' numbers are so fucked up. Let me see here. 81 degrees Fahrenheit is 27 degrees Celsius. That's like kind of normal over here for summertime. What is it for you guys? Like, I don't understand what is the heat level for you guys? It like becomes unbearable when you get into the 80s. 80 something. Try Florida heat and humidity. Yeah, no, fuck that. The first time I ever went to Florida, I got off the plane and I was like, oh, the air is thick. Like, we have humid air here in Michigan too. It gets very hot and humid. But like in Florida, that air is thick. It's like fucking soup. Like, walking through it requires a little bit of effort, a little bit more effort than just walking through regular air. That's wild. Disper's talking like he's a 19th century chimney sweep, right? No, that's what he says everybody else talks like. Donald McNamara says, hail to all, hail Meek. What's going on, Donald? Welcome in. Jeremy is pretty gay, yeah, I think so. It was 104-ish in my neck of the woods the other day. Let me see, Fahrenheit, yeah. Well, 104 Celsius, hold on, let me see what that is. 104 Celsius would be 219 degrees Fahrenheit. So, yeah, 104 degrees Celsius is 40, or 104 degrees Fahrenheit is 40 degrees Celsius. Why is Celsius so messed up? Why is it so broken, dude? I don't understand. Hi, Krista. Welcome in. Beep. Everyone says beep for Krista. Drunk 3POs in chat says hi, Krista. He doesn't say hi to me. He says hi to Krista. The man meets Brie Larson, becomes a huge big shot. All popular and famous and well-known now everywhere. Fucking forgets about us. Doesn't even say hi to me. It's wild. Why does Disparu not come into Kick Chat anymore? Because Disparu much prefers YouTube, I'm guessing. Cody T says 24 is so good. I have not checked it out, so. Meek, argue with Beardo for a straight week. I mean, I could. It's like when Paramount announced Iron Man 2 to the media before they even told Robert Downey Jr. and Jon Favreau. Yeah. On G&G Daily. Yeah, dude, I got recommended Frog Tony. That was pretty awful. Yeah, that's not a great recommendation. I'm sorry about that. Your Brummy accent isn't bad? Well, thank you. It's Dave from Birmingham. You just got to find, if I find the right thing, I can usually stick with it. The problem is, when I do British accents this way, sometimes they start to slip into like more of an Australian sounding accent or a more Kiwi version of an accent. But like Dave from Birmingham, if you keep it going like that, it's a little bit easier because it's a little slower. You just act like you're really stupid. I have large testicles. God, that was terrible. Oh my God, that's embarrassing. Oh, snakes. It was 99 degrees today, but felt like 108, and it's humid as fuck. It's disgusting. That is disgusting. It is only in the 70s, but it's humid as Satan's ass crack right now. Yeah, like it's moist. Like when you step outside, you feel everything get wet. Like all the cracks are wet. And you're like, oh! There's nothing worse than like when you're walking on the street and you feel the wet cheeks just slide. Bro, when the cheeks start sliding, you know something's wrong outside. Roughneck says, "Oi, listen up, you lot of geezers. Afro Mike's the governor around these parts. Cross me and you'll be in a right pickle, I tell you. So keep it on the straight." Pulls out a switchblade. Oh, wait, you guys are not allowed to have knives over there. Pulls out a butter knife, a plastic butter knife. Full meme mode. Wait, you guys are getting paid is what I meant by the AC comment. Oh, gotcha. The humidity is what makes it so much worse. That is very true, dude. Like breathing in soup, bro. Yeah, I'm way behind on the fucking chat. I need to stop. I need to just scroll down and catch up. What's going on, Rose? Good to see you. It's a dry heat. Yeah, so's a fire. I use YouTube more than Kick. I rarely check Kick. I mean, that's fair. I heard the Paramount was going to sell the BET to someone. The question is, would it be a 3/5 compromise with the buyer? That's wild. What a wild question. Agent Orange says, "Watch it, Mike. It'll only take one tweet from Jay." That's true. Bro, he almost brought down Brie Larson with one tweet. One tweet, bro. Sounds like one of the Beatles. Yeah. Pole's a big fat cunt. Bro, not the wet cheeks, bro. Yeah, dude, when they start sliding together. What's up, Random Acts of Animation? And Robert Rodriguez says, "Mike, calm down." No, you calm down. Yeah, dude, sliding cheeks is the worst. And you guys know that feeling. What's going on, Wicked Virtue? Welcome in. Like, you know that feeling when you're walking and they're just sliding, bro. Just rubbing against each other. No heat, no friction. Just wet on wet. That's why you got to get the powder. Jay talks about it a lot. You got to get some of the powder. You got to powder up during the summertime. You know? What did Jay use? Hold on. What does Jay use? I got to find out what that is. He's like, sliding cheeks. Oh, hi, Wicked. Yeah, so sliding cheeks. Yeah, well, you got to go Gold Bond. You got to get Happy Nuts. Oh, Happy Nuts. Gold Bond is what he talks about. You got to get the Gold Bond. A 103 in Modesto. I don't like that.
Brother, what's that?
103?
What's that, brother?
I don't like that at all, man. You got to go to jail for that. And by I mean like the actual state itself. Like that's hot, bro. I looked it up on Amazon. I can't show this. I looked up chafing powder on Amazon. So there's a thing called Happy Nuts. There's also anti-monkey butt. All right, let's look up some of these pictures of this. This is not where I expected to go. Bro, some of the names of these things. This is wild. What are we doing, bro? We're way out in the weeds already, and it's completely my fault. Kraken sack. It's chafing powder. Kraken sack, bro. That's wild. Who thought of that name, bro? Kraken sack. There's Happy Nuts right here. Look at this. Happy Nuts comfort powder. Look at that. Nut and body powder. Monkey butt is good. I just never I don't go around researching anti-chafing powder. Look at anti-monkey butt. There it is. Anti-friction powder. This must be the girl version. Yeah, lady anti-monkey butt. See? There's regular anti-monkey butt powder. And then we've got lady anti-monkey butt powder. Anti-friction powder. I've said this before. Once it hits over 110, the thermostat should just say pain. Yeah, 110. That's like you go outside and die weather. That's wild. I don't like that at all. I bet Drunk 3PO owns these brands. I think Gold Bond was his go-to, but he might have been trying. Maybe he did try anti-monkey butt. We'll have to check it out. What's up, Charles Devane? Welcome in. Glad to see you. Won't Gold Bond just cake up and cause friction burns or something? I mean, maybe. Dude, I remember one time. It was one of my first ever jobs. I worked at a giant festival that we had, and I did not get any anti-chafing powder, okay? And we were walking around all day long outside, and it was warm and it was humid and it got bad, and I started wet chafing, bro. And I'm telling you what, I made a horrible mistake. I couldn't walk the next day. My shit was raw as fuck. It's important to remember to get some anti-chafing powder. Okay? Just keep it dry down there. It's wild. 15 degrees at the moment with 96% humidity. What is 15 degrees Celsius? That sounds cold. What? 15 degrees? That's 59 degrees Fahrenheit. That's like sweater weather. Oh my God. It's so nice. It's so nice. I wish it was 59 degrees right now. Random X Kinda says, how's your evening going? It's going good, man. I'm having a good evening. Today was a busy day. I had a lot of stuff going on. I'm just saying it's not very hot for like summertime. But yeah, listen, I'm gonna be honest. My preferred weather type is what they get over in like London and shit. Like I like overcast, like gray and overcast with maybe a tiny little bit of sun and like 60s, maybe low 70s if we're really pushing it. I do not like being warm. I'm a big dude. Okay? And I do not like to be warm. All right? It's not fun. It's not a good time. I sweat. Okay? I would rather just be in the cool breeze. So, fall is my favorite time of year. Same. If I have to think about wearing a hoodie outside, I'm happy. I'm living my best life. Hoodie and jeans or hoodie and shorts. Hoodie and shorts may be my favorite combo. You're a hidden Englishman. Yeah, it's deep in there. Don't let this hair fool you. Deep down inside, I'm just an Englishman. I'm just Dave from Birmingham. Just deep down. I have 3 fans going right now. It's miserable here in Modesto. I'm trying to cut back on my AC bill. Not cool, literally. Yeah, I have a fan going over here. So I have like a cooling platform that my laptop sits on, and it cools the bottom of my laptop, but it still gets pretty fucking warm. My laptop gets very warm. So I have a fan over here blowing that occasionally will like kind of swings a breeze my way, but it mostly just keeps my laptop cool. Then I have a big ass fan in the doorway blowing air into here. And then I have farther into my house an AC going that's making it cool. Excuse me. Then even farther into my house, I have another AC going, another window like AC going, and that bitch is blowing cold air this way. So we have like a mini wind tunnel blowing. We're using science. Science, bitch. We're using science to blow air, to cool it down, to cool the air down. Okay. Sweatshirt and shorts or a skirt for the win. Yeah, I don't often wear skirts. I don't really get a chance to go out and wear skirts very often. But I imagine the sensation of wearing a skirt. I've never worn a kilt either. But I imagine the sensation of wearing a skirt would probably be quite refreshing. Humidities. Okay, I can write that. Is a real thing in the summer. That's awful. I can't imagine. You're just like walking around and you're just like, ooh, look at these. And then they're like getting all hot and chafing on there. Ah! I don't even go based off seasons anymore. It's about anime seasons that run for at least 12 episodes. I respect that. Give me that fall weather. 40 to 65, cool and crisp. Oh, just crisp. It's beautiful. I'm judging you right now. But what are you judging me for, Binary Recoil? We're just chilling. When you're so hot, you can only move so many layers of clothing before it's illegal and can't be within 1,000 feet of a school. Exactly. But when it's cold, you can always put more stuff on. At least humidity prevents bat wings where your sack sticks to your inner thighs. Hate that. That's true. It does prevent bat wings. Whoa, he's an alien, an illegal alien. He's an Englishman in New York. What is it? A British what would it be? Like an Oxford Englishman in New York instead of a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court. I don't fucking know. I fucked up the analogy. Are you trading in the chicken bucket for fish and chips? No, because I don't have any good AI English songs. I could try it, though. Not a secret Scotsman. No. Meta PCs, you code 199 to have a computer that doesn't overheat. Yeah, I don't have that Meta PC money, bro. So Maybe I'll try to get sponsored by them, and maybe we could hook something up, bro. I don't even know what a water cooled PC would do. I don't even understand the concept. When they're like talking about, I'm like, yeah, it's got fans in it. They're like, no, it's water cooled. I'm like, yeah, it's got fans in it, right? Like the fans blow air to cool things off. And they're like, that's not how that works. So Astrowoth, what's up? What's up, my Afrocentrists? What's up, my Siths? What's going on? Commando and skirt is the way to go. That does sound pretty great. I don't know. Someone is going to AI generate Meek in a skirt. It's probably, it was going to happen at some point. Sounds like you'd enjoy Seattle. I judge him all the time anyways. Yeah, like Disparu's in a perpetual state of judging everyone so that he's technically judging no one. Yeah, not for Beardo with his chicken legs. Yeah, he's got to hide those. He's got to wear one of those real long skirts. All right, gotta finish mashing potatoes. Have a great night, y'all. Hey, thank you so much, Random Acts of Animation. Appreciate you. Red Coats. Dude. What's up, JJ52? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Poe Baby? They're Sting lyrics. See, I don't remember. I'm having a hard time keeping up, guys. Oh! See, I didn't realize that. That was my bad. I'm reading things too literally. You can't be stealing all my talking points on hot and cold, Mike. I'm not trying, Justin. We're just talking about it, you know? The metal block takes the heat to the block. Then the fans cool the immediate metal. The water heats it up, takes it to the radiator. Then the fans cool the radiator, so you have a larger surface.
What? What the fuck?
Later taters. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Fish and chips, even when well done, is just depressing. Yeah, fish and chips is kind of wild. Area combined with a larger thermal mass possible for the water.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Grego says, water-cooled PCs are overrated. I spent $700 on a liquid cooling system. On my PC, it's just a flex and nothing else. The problem with me is that I've heard, maybe I'm wrong, but I've heard you have to like remember to refill the water. And I'm like, I wouldn't remember to do that shit. I barely remember, I barely remember like to put on like pants in the morning, let alone like remember to put water in my computer. Like if I had a fish, that bitch would be dead a long time ago because I'd forget to feed him. That's why I don't have a fish. Let alone, like, yeah. That was both fan cooling and water cooling, but I didn't make that clear. Gotcha. A nice floral pattern skirt would suit Beardo nicely. Yeah. See, I would go probably goth chick with it. Like, just a short black pleated skirt. Like, you can't beat the goth styles of skirts. You know? What's up, Chick74? Lord J, what's going on? I'm way behind. Yeah, I know. I gotta catch up. Mike, you are the GOAT for saying my name correctly. Yeah. JJ52? I'm gonna radiate your larger surface. Yeah. That Sting was so very good. Too bad he's too busy doing yoga to write good music. Yeah, well, he's also getting that Diddy money. So, nah, you can get AIOs now that don't lose that much water and you can't refill them. Gotcha. And check for leaks? Oh, no. Bro, I barely check for... Oh, no. Does Disper like the baked potato with beans on top? Hey, do you like the baked beans with the baked potato? Is that what you like? It's like headlight fluid. Yeah, it's important to make sure you maintain your headlight fluid. That's very important. Trying to explain physics in layman in a chat. Trying to explain anything to me in a chat is probably not a great idea. Oh boy. Yes, regular coolant flushes are necessary every other year. Otherwise, you will clog your radiator and cooling block. It's a pain. Tweet Tone says, House of the Dragon got me emotionally sad for the dog, and dragons felt nothing for the kid getting beheaded. I mean, that's fair. I'm not into potatoes. They're not food. It's because they're from the Irish, isn't it? Air cooling is easy. If the fan dies, the new fan is like $10. Yeah. See that? It just spins and does this. This is a fan. Now with beans on toast, I tend to keep the beans in a separate bowl because the toast gets soggy. Yeah, you don't want soggy toast. I'm gonna clog your radiator. Wild. How are potatoes not food when you can do so much with them? Well, you can also use them as a weapon. You can put them inside like a PVC pipe with an air compressor and shoot that bitch at somebody. So that is a thing that can actually happen. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. We're way off in the fucking weeds already. But we're going to get to House of the Dragon in a second. I wanted to watch a couple trailers that dropped. Because I think it's interesting and I haven't seen these yet. There was a really awesome television show coming out on a certain streaming service that is owned by a very successful company that's doing extremely well for itself right now, that is giving the fans exactly what they've asked for and what they want. And we're going to talk about that. Air cooling is definitely a lot less effort and more reliable. Like if your pump goes out on an AIO, you may not realize it till your CPU gets too hot. Yikes. Yes, Disper. Yeah, I was gonna surprise everyone, but Disper has ruined the surprise. Guess what? It was Agatha all along. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so Disney announced that there's gonna be they announced a while ago they were giving Agatha her own spin-off TV show. I don't understand why. I don't know who thought, you know what's a great idea? Let's give Agatha her own television show. She's such a compelling character. Yeah. So hold on, wait a minute. I always imagine Disparu's aside as a Guy Ritchie villain waxing poetic. I'm always all about waxing. Yeah. I've never waxed before. That sounds very, very, very painful. I want to watch Agatha Christie instead. Yeah, that's true. You'll never see this trailer coming. All right, well, we're going to take off the glasses. We're going to get a peep at it with our real peepers since my eye's so bad. All right, let's watch this. Because remember, she was such a pivotal character in WandaVision that we had to give her own show. So we're going to check this out. This is our first reaction. I have not watched this before. It was Agatha All Along. Let's check it out right now.
Another beautiful day.
Surprised to see you out here, Detective. Jane Doe. Found her down here by the water.
Cause?
Blunt force trauma.
You know she's a detective because she has huge bags under her eyes, like she hasn't been sleeping, and she looks frumpy and miserable. That's how you know, because every detective looks sad and miserable and burnt out on life. That's how you know. Oh, just 1 second. All right, sorry about that. I was talking to my kid. He came in. I was like, I'm going to bed. I was like, all right, man. Because the song was a meme and got really popular. Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. All right, we're going to check this out. Let's check this out.
What happened to you?
He lost his shoes and he died.
I have a lead in the case. But I can't shake this feeling I'm seeing it wrong.
What was up with the bro, why were those feet so gross? Hold on. Like, bro, look at, like, why are the feet so crusty, bro? Ugh.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that?
This feeling I'm seeing it wrong.
Why are you trying to touch that feet with that dead body? What's going on, dirty Jersey?
Is this really how you see yourself?
That witch is gone, leaving you trapped in her distorted spell.
Why is all these pauses
Claw
here?
your way out.
What the fuck was that? What is going on here? Okay, so we got Aubrey Plaza because it's like a witch thing. So you got to have like the weird emo chick, crazy emo chick in here. The feet are what you zero in on. Come on, it's just the one for the one shot.
Claw your way out.
Yeah, like what are the like? What does she do? Like what is this? Why does this dress look CGI? Like she wasn't originally wearing a dress. It was just like I don't know, just CGI a dress on her body. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. Why have her as a detective? You're gonna drop it immediately? Yeah. Well, because it makes it seem like she's smart, you know?
I miss the glory days. She took every bit of power I had, but I can beat that witch again.
What the fuck is
The
that?
gang's all here. Let's hit the road.
What are we doing? What is that? Okay, so creepy door shaped like a pentagram or whatever, and okay, open the door. She looks like she's taking a massive shit. Probably a demon of some kind.
Well, the gang's all here. Let's hit the road.
Okay, we got Black Witch, we got Old Witch, we got other Old Witch. We got emo Asian chick witch, right? Hold on. Yep. Asian emo chick witch, boy witch, gay boy witch, and then we got Aubrey Plaza.
I'm gonna walk the witch's road. The road is a death wish. Join me.
Guys, have you seen the colors? Did you notice the colors? Hold on, let's watch. Guys, look, there's different colors. Okay, so there's like the witches, there's a road with some weird mushrooms. You guys see the colors,
It's a death
though?
wish.
Did you see the colors? Look, there's purple. Isn't that cool? Look, there's yellow. There's a yellow thing
Join
here.
me.
Look at that. There's some yellow power. There's green. There's some purple. There's yellow color. Green, blue, purple again, and black.
What witch in her right mind would join Agatha Harkness's coven?
Not a single goddamn person. That's who. That's the answer.
Not looking for right-minded witches, as it happens.
Hey guys, do you see that? Look, they had a Ouija board because witches. Guys, look, hold on. I know you guys missed this. Listen, we're providing excellent commentary on this stuff because I know you guys didn't notice it all. Hold on, let's see if I can find it right here. Hold on. Ouija board because witches, okay? Oh goodness. Guys, do you see the Ouija board for witches? It's pretty good. There's Agatha all along, guys.
Sweetheart, you okay? Oh my God! Whoa,
Look, they did the creepy upside down girl trope. Oh, we've never seen that one before.
where's she going? You
Let's
okay?
watch it again.
Oh my God! Whoa, what's she doing? Where's she going?
Oh, that looks so silly.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
I'm gonna guess the budget for this movie is in the $250 million range. I'm glad you liked it. I was worried. Yeah. Yeah. That's a thing. Let's see if I can find a budget on this. I wonder what the budget is. Let me see here. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any budget right now, but my guess is probably going to be in the $200 million range. That's what the fuck are we doing, bro? Oh man. G2 Bryce for $5 says Star Wars and Marvel dropping witch themed content at the same time. As Disney has gone off the deep end, they aren't even hiding it now. Bro, no, listen. It's a theme. Witches are misunderstood, okay? And like there's a theme, there's a connection. There's a connection because there's witches that are misunderstood in Star Wars and now in Marvel. You guys, listen. Here's the thing you guys need to understand, okay? Put in my my glasses here, my education glasses. Here's the thing, guys, okay? You have to have media literacy, okay? You have to understand media literacy. If too many people today, they just dislike things for no reason. You have to have the media literacy to understand, okay? For years, all Marvel has ever done, from the 80s to the 90s, 2000s, all they've ever done is have straight white males in roles, and those straight white males barely even used magic. So who is the most misunderstood? It's not, and then you have women, but all they do is fight everybody. Where are all the magic users? Remember, women, witches, they both start with W. You guys don't understand how media works, how writing works, okay? Listen, Kevin Feige is a fucking genius, okay? The people at Disney are fucking geniuses, okay? The media literacy is incredible. You have to understand witches are often misunderstood. They're often treated badly, and they're typically persecuted by what? By what? Conservative men. Okay? So you have to have witches. Do you guys get it now? Do you understand what's happening? Do you get to, are you being educated about the media literacy? Do you get it? I feel like you're starting to understand what's happening right now with our media today. Okay? You gotta, we're trying to expand your understanding of the world around you. We're reflecting modern audiences. Don't you get it, guys? What the fuck are we doing, man? What is this shit? Who asked for an Agatha show? Who asked? Now, if they were like, yo, you know what we did? You want to know, you know what Disney could do if they wanted to, like, impress people? They'd be like, yo, you know what we just did? We got Melissa Joan Hart back, and she's doing, because I already know they already rebooted Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but hear me out. They get Melissa Joan Hart back, and they go, yo, we're doing an extended version. We're doing Sabrina the Teenage Witch now. Kind of like what they did with Boy Meets World. That would be a project I'd watch. But it's not Sabrina the Teenage Witch anymore. It's like Sabrina the middle-aged witch. And it's just Sabrina. And she's like Melissa Joan Hart, and she's like going and getting groceries. And then like when she's in traffic, she's like, I could just blow these cars up with my magic, but I can't because then it'll expose the whole world. Imagine that. She's just driving on the road, somebody cuts her off in traffic, and she's like, boom, and just a fucking car explodes. Guys, okay, listen. I'm cooking now. We're cooking now. Listen. We're cooking now. Okay, hear me out. Okay? Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but now adult. Okay, it's Sabrina the middle-aged witch. Melissa Joan Hart. It's a gritty reboot in the style of Breaking Bad called Sabrina Breaking Magic. Okay, and it's her, and she starts cooking meth with her magic. Okay, she starts cooking meth with her magic. Okay, and then the other witches get super upset because they're listening. They're like, listen, we have to cook meth the old-fashioned way, and we don't like that. You can't cook that way. And you're not supposed to use your magic to do that. And so now it starts a fucking gang war amongst the witches between the ones that cook meth with magic and one without. Okay? You see what I'm saying? Glowing blue meth. Come on now. It could be some original color like blue because magic makes it that color. Yes. You see what I'm saying? It sells itself, guys. Charmed witches, but every episode is a pillow fight. Wild, dude. I'm picking up what I'm... See, you guys are getting it now. Listen. Media literacy. That's how you spin it. That's how you sell things. And you know, all you have to do, everyone knows magic is purple. That's true. But here's the thing. It's too obvious if you make it purple. So you make her magic look purple, but the meth is blue because she's like, I don't want to make it purple. That'll make it too obvious. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? But it is true, magic is purple. The twist at the end of the series, she's not even magic. She was just on a trip. Yeah, she tried cooking meth in her kitchen, slipped and passed out on the floor, and she dreamt 5 seasons of a show that didn't exist. I'd be lying if I didn't say that like a magic gang war, like a movie about a bunch of like magic users and like a fucking gang war might have been one of the coolest things I'd ever seen. Color purple is about magic? Yes. No, it's a running joke that purple is the color of magic for a lot of reasons, in fact. To be honest, I'd watch it. Oh yeah, hell yeah, I'd watch the shit out of this. Melissa Joan Hart was pretty upfront about her heavy meth use while making that show, so it kind of works. Was she really? Let me see here. Oh my God, she did use drugs. That's kind of wild. Oh, why is it so bright? No, I'm not going to unblock you. No, I want my ad blocker because I don't want your stupid ads. Okay. Melissa Joan Hart, past drug use. Yeah. That's kind of wild. A former star of Closer Explains It All. She wrote a book. I experimented with weed, ecstasy, mushrooms, and mescaline for about 1.5 years, which means more like 7 years. But she just says 1.5 years. Yeah. She writes of taking ecstasy at the Playboy Mansion in 1999, making out with a girl in the limo ride home, and then heading to a Maxim photo shoot while still high. That was my 3rd or 4th time on ecstasy. We've all been there. We've all been there before. You're chilling, you're hanging out, and the next thing you know, you're doing ecstasy and making out with people in limos. It happens. Where's your message? I don't see. Write a good story, it'll sell itself. Is that what you wanted me to read, Dirty Jersey? Might get a little too close to Melissa Joan Hart's actual life story. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I thought it was magical. It was methamphetamine all along. It's like Harry Potter for adults with a normal IQ. Oh, dude, this is wild. I'd watch a magic-based drug syndicate drama. Yeah. Merlin is a good show. Merlin's actually pretty impressive. Lady Epic's watched that show a lot, actually, like back to back to back. It was meth, Austin. It was meth. I could have had a meth color for every one of the stripes. Damn, that was wild. Gung Ho Max's meth was to deal with Harvey Weinstein. Oh no. I watched Merlin. It was all right, but I was annoyed because it took off another show that I preferred. What show did it take off? Hollywood Kids, Nothing New. Yeah, that's true. Who hasn't done that? Yeah, who hasn't done ecstasy just once in their... You're just chilling. Yeah, she was straight zooted hanging out with a talking cat. She just, yeah. Salem wasn't even originally in the idea. She was just so high. She kept talking about this cat, and they're like, you know what? Let's just go with it. You're in the Taco Bell drive-thru. It's taking too long, so you snort some lines. Duh, yeah. Yeah, the show did go on for too long. They went too long without just making him Merlin proper and Arthur. And then, like, doesn't the show end with, like, Arthur fucking dying or some shit? And then Merlin's like, don't worry, he'll come back when he's needed or some shit. And then you find him in, like, the modern day. Because they were trying to do, like, the Smallville formula. But it's like, you know, the Smallville formula is kind of interesting to a point. But then after a while, you really need to start getting into the actual lore of shit. So, what's up, Cajun Corey? Yeah, I don't know. You were mentioning Magic Gang War. That's the kind of theme of the excerpt I sent you. One of the themes. Oh, gotcha. Interesting. Well, yeah, I have not got a chance to read it yet, but don't worry. I will get around to it at some point. I cannot tell you for sure when because I'm busy as fuck. And if I tell you, I will do it at a specific time. I will 1000% forget it. It's better for me to just tell you I get to it when I get to it. And then at some point, I will just remember and be like, fuck yeah, I got to get to that. It might have replaced Robin Hood, not sure. Oh, that's right, yeah. I haven't watched the Robin Hood. Because didn't they replace, like, the main actor at one point in Robin Hood on BBC? Smallville had a lot of filler. It did. The thing about Smallville is it was kind of the first of its kind. There wasn't really a lot of shows out there doing the superhero thing like they did. I mean, you had Lois and Clark, the Adventures of Superman, which that show is also criminally ahead of its time. Like, that show was so fucking good for what it was. At least we have Robin in the Hood. Yeah, Robin Hood. Yeah, with a Y. It's wild, dude. Robin Hood with Jonas Armstrong as Robin. Yeah, didn't they replace him partway through the show? Well, French Excalibur just disappeared. Meanwhile, France just started its Dark Age. So, yeah, I saw that. I saw that there was, like, some kind of, like, magic sword or sword stuck in a stone for, like, 1,300 years, and now it's just fucking gone. Yeah, that's wild. They will always have to milk things to death. Stories need endings. They're important. Erica Durance is still the greatest Lois. She was a pretty fucking good Lois. I do agree. One chick from Smallville was second lead in the sex cult. Yes, Allison Mack. Yeah, she was part of oh my god, what was the name of that cult? Yeah, but she got, like, caught, like, leading a bunch of people and stuff like that. What is it? NX IVM? I don't know what you pronounce that as, but yeah, that was pretty wild. Yeah, she really fucked her whole life up. She was in Smallville and then she was in Wilford for a little while. Yep. Yeah, she pled guilty to racketeering conspiracy charges. And then she was sentenced to 3 years in prison. She served 21 months and was released. But probably because she, like, turned in the other guy for everything. Yeah, that's kind of wild. Nixium, I believe is how it's pronounced. Yikes, what a fucking name for a cult. Ugh. I had such a crush on Kristen Kruk. Was it Lana? Yeah, Kristen Kruk was Lana. Yeah, Kristen Kruk's gorgeous. I'm gonna be honest, it sucks, but I had a huge crush on Allison Mack. I really did. I thought she was super freaking hot, and I was super into Allison Mack. And you know, it's a bummer. You know, sometimes maybe don't meet your heroes or something. That's a cautionary tale. Because yeah, I really liked Allison Mack, and then she started a sex cult, so now we just don't talk about her anymore. It's a shame we didn't get a Lois and Supergirl episode. Oh my god. What are we doing? What are we doing? I can't stand Erica Durance. Terry Hatcher's my Lois. See, I like both of them. Allison Mack tried to get Lana into the cult. She noped the fuck out of that. Yeah, she did. Yeah. Yep. Kristen Kruk was like, nah, I'm good. Laura Vandervoort had my full attention. Yeah, she was a decent Supergirl. I actually thought Melissa Benoist, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Melissa Benoist? Whatever. I thought she did a decent job, at least in season 1 of Supergirl. And that show hit the wall fast. That show fell off a fucking cliff in the second season. They're like, yo, your sister, she's gay. And she's like, but she wasn't gay in season 1. They're like, I didn't ask. We need representation. Make her gay now. Make her very gay. And then they did. So, no love for Margot Kidder. She's good too. There's a lot, listen, there's a lot of Loises, okay? There's a lot of Loises out there. A lot of names. A lot of women. It's a lot of women. We have to, you know, correct. No love for Margot Kidder. That's wild. How gay is she? Very gay. The gayest. Supergirl went super well. Yeah, Supergirl got awful. And then they made like Jimmy. Well, Jimmy was a black dude. And then they like made Jimmy like a superhero or some kind or whatever. And it was awful. We talk in Smallville, I melt every time Tom Welling smiled. Dude, Tom Welling, man, he was good. He was very good. Good looking dude. And I still think that one of the best Lex Luthors we've ever gotten was Michael Rosenbaum. Michael Rosenbaum was a fucking great Lex Luthor. Love Margot Kidder, just not like that. She never did it for me. That's wild. Also, we got, what was his name? Justin Hartley as the Green Arrow. And then they, instead of having him be the Green Arrow or be in the running for Green Arrow, like a spinoff show, they gave him like an Aquaman pilot and wanted him to be Aquaman. I'm like, why are you guys having him as Justin Hartley as Aquaman? What are we doing? Remember, guys, Aquaman almost had a solo show before Batman did. So, yeah. Show really fell off by that time I checked it out, yeah. Hear about Sketch taking D's? I don't know who Sketch is. Who is Sketch? I saw something about him, but I don't know anything about Sketch. Oh, he's a Twitch streamer? Oh, what? Ugh.
Brother, ugh.
I don't want to know about that.
What's that?
Oh, no, bro.
What's that, brother?
I don't know anything about Sketch, and I just learned more about him than I ever wanted to know. That's wild. Smallville podcast with him and Tom Welling is good. Yes, it is. Yeah, Talkville or whatever. Yeah. The best Lex, hands down. The second best was Clancy Brown. If we had gotten Clancy in a live action adaptation, he could have been number one. Yeah, that would have been legit. Yeah, that was like yeah, the Justice League Lex Luthor was pretty fucking good. So, Shark Boy had a movie before Aquaman. That's true. He did. Yesterday and the day before last, I was walking on the road that way. Saw these three women walking down the road. I said, "Hey, you three women, what are y'all doing walking down the road that way?" I feel like those are song lyrics, and I have no idea what fucking song that's from. Rosenbaum and Welling are still super close, which I love. Rosenbaum podcast inside of you is also good. He's great. Yeah, he does have a very good podcast. They talked about doing an animated an animated 11th season of Smallville or something. Let me see if I can find info on that. But they've talked about it. And I think that'd be kind of interesting. Let's see, this is from March. Interview, he revealed he and Tom Welling were developing an animated series, the original cast of creators of the show that originated in 2001 on the now defunct WB network. So yeah, they were at one point we had the strike, changes of executives at DC, one being one of my best friends in the world, James Gunn. When the time's right, I think it's something that's a no-brainer unless they have other ideas. Which, I mean, he does kind of have an inroad with James Gunn. Him and James Gunn work together a lot. It could be an interesting Elsewhere story, and it could be an interesting thing to put on streaming services. I would watch an animated version of Smallville. I think that could be really interesting, especially like if they did like a good an animated version, kind of similar to like maybe Invincible, but like better animation, because like Invincible's kind of shittily animated. That could be kind of fun. So yeah, Michael's an awesome Lex. Also Kristen Krug. Yeah, I feel you, man. They tried to make Alan Ritchson Aquaman. Yeah, they did. Well, before him, Justin Hartley got a pilot for Aquaman. I think with like fucking Ving Rhames. or some shit in it. It was wild. I was like, dude, what are we doing? And I think it was just because they had an excuse to get him with his shirt off all the time. Let me see if I can find that one. Justin Hartley's Aquaman. Man, I wish yeah, there was a trailer for it here. I'll see if I can pull this up. This shit's wild, bro. Like, I couldn't believe this was like really a thing. This is in 240p. See if I can find a better version than that. Nope, I can't find a better version than that. All right, we'll just watch the shitty version of it. I think this was before or right after he got cast as Green Arrow or some shit. What's up, Cellular Dream? Cam broke right now, but have we had a bucket yet? We had a bucket at the very beginning, X-Wing. That's how we started it out. We could be getting close to a bucket though. We'll see. I wouldn't be mad at a Ving Aquaman just saying. Well, yeah, but he's not Aquaman. He's like fucking Aquaman's sidekick or some shit. This is a real thing.
My son's story begins in the ocean, a place full of secrets.
And that sounds like a Ned O'Toole. I don't know if that is or not.
Although he lives among you, he was born in the darkest reaches of the sea. I'd hoped to teach him the ways of the world, how to lead a good life and become a good man. But then, I was taken from him. Do good with your life.
Yo, the quality of this is terrible.
Look, you're under arrest for breaking and entering.
You want to know the real reason why I freed those dolphins? Because I felt like they were calling to me.
What are you saying? You can talk to fish now?
Dad, I went from holding my breath for 5 minutes to being able to breathe underwater. I can swim faster than a cigarette boat at full throttle. How do you explain any of that?
All these files contain pictures of people who have vanished in the Bermuda Triangle. I want you.
So they started using the Batman. They started using the Dark Knight theme music, bro. This shit is wild. I like how he's yelling at his dad in public. Dad, I can breathe underwater and swim faster than a boat. What do you think about that, Dad? And there's like people like walking right behind him. Yeah.
You could join us, Lieutenant. Help unlock the mysteries of the Triangle.
I remember the day your mother's plane went
There he
down.
is.
Who are you?
In exile like you and your mother.
Exile from where?
Atlantis.
Did you say hi to Captain Nemo and the Little Mermaid for me?
You can't run away from your true calling, Orin.
So if Atlantis exists, then how come no deep-sea probe has been able to discover it?
Because it's cloaked in a shroud no modern technology can penetrate. The Bermuda Triangle. If you look hard and long enough into the deep, something's going to start looking back.
Guys, I want you to understand this is actually real. This is not fake. This is not made up. This is not a fan made up project. This is a real thing. There's a pilot episode of this show out there somewhere. I don't know where it is. I don't know how to find it or watch it, but it is out there somewhere. And you know what? I will work very hard for you to find the pilot to this show and watch it. Digimental says I saw the pilot. You watched the pilot? I never watched the pilot to this. Speaking of pilot, his girlfriend's a pilot. Also, guys, that is straight up the tailspin airplane right there. Let me back that up. Right there, that's the tailspin airplane. Ho, 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 ho. Oh yeah, tailspin. Oh yeah, tailspin. Friend for life through thick and thin with another tailspin. Bro, this shit is wild, bro.
Creatures in the deep you couldn't imagine in your worst nightmares.
Well, that's reassuring. Thanks a lot.
Bro, look at how they made it. Look, to put the little skulls. Because it's the water. Because it's ocean. Bro, that shit's wild. What were we doing, bro? What were we doing, man? What were we making back then? What are we doing? Oh man, can't believe they fucking did that. But that's the thing. Lou Diamond Phillips, right? From Dark Knight to Lincoln Park to Degrassi, bro. Yeah, he has unprotected sex with tilapia. So rad. I had sex with a fish, Dad. Yeah, bro, it's kind of wild. And then somebody did mention. Let me see if I can. Oh shit, there's the intro. Hold on. Is this the actual intro? Let me see if this is the actual intro. Somebody mentioned too, where was it? Hold on. Adrienne Palicki. She also, yeah, she had a Wonder Woman show that never came to fruition. Did they ever have a pilot for that show? Let me see if I can find it. See if I can find okay, so it never aired. Let me see here. But yeah, Adrienne Palicki was Wonder Woman. And I remember let me see here. Because they released her costume. Is this it? I don't remember which way it went. I think they released her costume and it got like fucking lambasted. And they were like, no, you can't do that. That doesn't work. So they changed her costume up to something like different, but I don't remember which way it went. I think it went that it started out too skimpy and then they changed it to something a little less revealing. But we were living in a wild time, like back in the 2000s, man, like 2010s, 2000s. The world was our oyster. They could make it whatever they wanted it to be. Let me see if I can find this here. Yeah, so this was like the like stereotypical Wonder Woman costume right here with Adrienne Palicki. And apparently they weren't okay with that. And so they're like, yo, change it. Oyster. Yeah, and then they got rid of that and then they gave her pants instead. Yep. Let me see if I can find the one with pants. There we go. I mean, listen, I don't have any real complaints about Adrienne Palicki being Wonder Woman. She's tall, she's muscular, she's charismatic. But yeah, they gave her like pants. But like, look at this belt. You can tell that this belt is like plastic, like super plasticky. Like they're like, yo, just like put her in like vinyl and plastic. She'll be all right, bro. Boo pants. Boo the pants. She filled that out, bro. Yeah, she didn't play around, man. Damn stuffy executives, right? Reacher was Aquaman and Small before the series. Yes, I do remember that. He got really big. So he was like kind of, I wouldn't say jacked, but he was in good shape at first on that show. And then I remember he disappeared for a little bit. And when he came back later, they were like, they made it like super serious when he returned. And he had like a girlfriend, Mara was his girlfriend. And she was like, yo, put some respect on his name. Talk to him right. Oh shit, we're getting raided. Thank you over on Kick for the raid. Let me see who just did it. Roto Commish, thank you for the raid over on Kick. I appreciate you, bro. Hope you're doing well. Jeremy's camera is gay for $1 says nothing. Says nothing. The Wonder Woman we almost had, bro. Yeah. Oh, hell no, brother. Ooh. Dollar store plastic. Yeah. 90s and 2000s, simpler times, man. Yeah. It's kind of wild, bro. What our life was, what we were living, and where we almost ended up. Is that real? Yeah, I know at one point. Yeah, so at one point they had Erica Durance wearing the Superwoman or the Wonder Woman costume. That must have been a joke, but it's the same fucking costume. That's kind of wild, bro. I don't know what we were doing with superhero stuff in the 90s, but we were really just making it up as we went along, apparently. Let me see if I can find, here's the intro to Aquaman. I do want to watch this. I won't get struck for this, right? They didn't care. Yeah, skip Cobra Kai, too much politics is toxic. 199 for life, though. Hey, you're all good, bro. Linda Carter is the GOAT. Yeah, she did a great job as Wonder Woman. This is the TV series intro to Aquaman with Justin Hartley. Oh yeah. Aquaman, bro. This is so wild, bro. Like, and he's like, what are they doing, bro? Oh, it's muted? My bad. I didn't want to get struck for the music. Let's play it again. Without music, yeah. Lou Diamond Phillips! I'm not struck. Not gonna lie, it's an epic intro. I'm gonna turn it down though. We're gonna turn it down a little bit. Bro, this is wild, bro. No! Is that supposed to be Mara? Is that Adrian Palicki? Was that Adrian Palicki? Did she turn from a person to a fish person? From a fish person to a regular person? What are we doing, bro? And then Ving Rhames is McCaffrey. You know how you're hanging out in the ocean and a fish man from Atlantis comes up to you, talk to you, and he goes, "Hey, I'm McCaffrey." And you're like, "Oh, hey, what's up? That's a real fish name, man." It's so wild, dude. It was like an excuse just to get Justin Hartley's shirt off. Same guys that fucking made Smallville made this. Alfred and Miles Miller. That's wild shit, man. Dude, that is some wild shit. Like, what are we doing with our lives? Ving Rhames' nostrils live in 2 different states. That's a wild thing to say. Ving Rhames is a solid snake. I'd watch the hell out of that. I'd watch the shit out of that. Well, yeah. As far as like television, obviously those shows are bad. But you know what show isn't bad, and I did want to talk about real quick? House of the Dragon. House of the Dragon is very fucking good. Okay? This latest episode had political intrigue. I kind of respect it. I'm not going to go into spoiler territory for people who haven't watched it. But I kind of love how much they've been building up this like coming fight, this coming war, and like everybody on both sides or on either side have been trying to stop that from happening. And at one point you realize at some point it just comes down to like a major misunderstanding, that all of this could have been completely avoided if they had just like took a second to use critical thinking. And now all these people are about to die. I liked the episode for what it was, but damn, the dragon fight in this episode, that's about as spoiler as I'll get. The dragon fight in this episode is pretty legit. We've never seen dragons fight like that before. We've never seen them just throw it out. And dude, it was legit. I was really fucking impressed, man. House of the Dragon is one of the best shows on television right now. Somebody asked me what other shows are good right now. I have no fucking clue. I'm sure there's some other good shows out there. I'd have to just check it out. But what's up, General Duality? Welcome in, man. Yeah, dude. The dance has started. Yeah, the Dance with Dragons has started. I've not watched a single episode of House of Dragons. I'm way behind. I just got to season 4 of Game of Thrones. Well, you could just watch season 5 and then give up and move on to House of the Dragon, because it doesn't get better after season 5 for the show. It gets worse. Spoiler alert for Game of Thrones. It gets really bad after season 4. Well, it gets not so good after season 4. Season 5 is okay. Season 6 is bad. Season 7 is really fucking bad. And then season 8 is god awful. Hate to bust your bubble, but I had to bust your bubble. It's really bad. Hot take, not a George R.R. Martin fan, but I'm glad the show is good. Better than Amazon Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Rings of Power. It's leagues better than Rings of Power. The writing is good. The acting is good. The set design is incredible. The costumes are great. The CGI looks really good. Yeah. Allison, yeah. Sounds like Planet of the Apes. Either side ultimately wants war, but few selfish characters take it upon themselves to act. Yes. But it's done very well. So I don't want to watch House of the Dragon because Game of Thrones was bad at the end. My thing is, like, yes, this is all going to lead into Game of Thrones, but I can appreciate, it's like saying I don't want to learn about history before this bad event happened in history. Like, I don't want to learn about Germans because it's ultimately going to lead to Hitler. It's like, okay, so we don't learn about German history or anything that has to do with Germans before that. Like, you know, it's kind of the same thing to me, only with fiction. I'm not going to watch this because the show gets really fucking bad and terrible. It is awful. But House of the Dragon is good, and it's telling that this is one of the few instances where it's coming from actual source material and telling a decent story. It's like saying, like, I don't want to watch the Knights of the Republic or play Knights of the Republic 1 or 2 because I know that it's going to end with the Rise of Skywalker. Well, like, you can appreciate Knights of the Republic because it's so far removed from history, that part of the history, that you don't really see any real major crossover, you know? That's kind of why I feel like that. That's the way I look at it. But then, of course, they're also making this other spin-off series of Game of Thrones, one that got canceled because it looked like it was such a shitty concept. It's a shitty idea that they're like, yeah, we're never going to make that a thing. And then they, like, apparently are trying to force it. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Dirty Jersey says it does prove that they can produce good stuff. They're choosing not to. It's hard to imagine modern entertainment execs are that tone deaf. Yeah, it is kind of weird. Aemond is cool. Yes, he's very cool. I like Aemond a lot. Daemon is also awesome. You just saved me a whole lot of time. Yeah, it's worth watching up till season 6. Season 5 is not so great either, but seasons 1 through 4 are phenomenal television. Some of the best television out there. Game of Thrones was on top of the world, bro, before they ran out of source material. And that's George R. R. Martin's fault. George R. R. Martin is to blame for why Game of Thrones is not good anymore. I'm not even kidding. That's not me just saying that to shit on him. It is completely 100% his fault because he took too long to fucking read write. Too long to fucking read. He took too long to fucking write his show. Write his books, and it fucked up the show. It would have been better for him to have almost had his book done so that he could have, like, before he greenlit the show, but instead he fucked around and found out. It was really stupid on his part. So fuck George R. R. Martin. It's been like 10 years since he's written his last book. Get your fucking book out, and we could have had good Game of Thrones. Instead, you fucked it all up with bad Game of Thrones. So HBO will have to finish the Game of Thrones at this point. Yeah, I wish they'd go back and fix it, but they're never going to. It's too late. So, House of Dragon in a vacuum is better than Game of Thrones and worth watching. I do agree with that because it's already a completed story, and if they adapt that story, it's just going to get better and better. But I will say that, yeah, Game of Thrones seasons 1 through 4 were phenomenal television, and it just fucking crashed into the ground. Allison found she was a typical that she goofed was a typical woman refuser and admit her mistake. Ugh. You started saying it turned sour. I'm not going to waste my time. Yeah, it's not good. Even the actors and stuff were pretty pissed off about it. That's what I think is interesting is that they hired such good actors for the show that they even saw when the quality of the writing was going downhill. So, and yes, I am keeping track of time. Thank you, Miss Rough Night. Beer takes too long to read. George R. R. Martin takes too long to write. That's true. Reading George R. R. Martin's Heights in my dream, but it pisses me off he just abandoned his signature series. Yeah, that sounds about right for him. Can't make good shit because of SJW woke feminists slowly infiltrated and fired the normal people. There's that, and then they just became very like risk averse and profit heavy. That's why I really do believe still to this day that the reason that David Benioff and Weiss ended the show, because they could have said, hey, we have other projects we want to work on and we don't want to stick with the show. And maybe there was some stipulation that said that they couldn't leave the show, or that they had to stay with the show. I don't think that such a stipulation existed. I think they could have handed it off to other writers, but they didn't. They decided to end the show, and George R. R. Martin was like, what? You guys are going to end the show like this? That's kind of wild. I don't think that's a good call. I think still to this day that a certain company with a mouse as their mascot paid off David Benioff and Weiss. Benioff and Weiss to end the show prematurely so that they could steal them and add them to Star Wars, and capitalize on the heat from Game of Thrones. And then when Game of Thrones fucking tanked and was absolute dog shit in the final season, Benioff and Weiss became untouchable, and they became fucking like hot garbage as writers. At least that's how they were perceived. So nobody wanted to fucking touch them with a 10-foot pole, so they never got their Star Wars project off the ground. So I still to this day think that that's what happened, is that the mouse got Game of Thrones shut down because they offered him a truckload of money to write Star Wars projects that they never got a chance to write. And it's still out for debate whether or not they even actually planned on giving them a show, or if they offered them the world to, you know, produce something that they never had any intention of letting them produce or create, because they just wanted Game of Thrones off the board so that they could actually, you know, push their own shit. So, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad, dude. So, all right. I do have Mario Kart. I need to get going. I know this was going to be a shorter stream. We might stream after Mario Kart, depending on what time we get done. Who knows? Maybe we'll do like a late night stream. A late night with Epic Mike. And we could talk about this death of the internet, this dead internet theory. It's kind of an interesting one I just stumbled across. I've heard about it, but I've never really looked into it or delved into it. But I think it's an interesting topic to talk about. So, yeah, we're going to go play Mario Kart. Go check us out over on Geeks and Gamers Play. Also on Geeks and Gamers Kick and Geeks and Gamers on Rumble. Twitch. I think it's on Twitch. Chris's perspective on Twitch. Guys, I appreciate the hell out of you. I appreciate you. And I'll talk to you all soon. Later.